You know what? I think there's really just one thing standing between where you are right now and where you actually want to be. Now, if you're watching this thinking, wait, isn't this a GTA channel? Yeah, you're right. Normally, I'm posting shorts about Rockstar games, GTA 6 leaks, updates, all that stuff. But I decided to make this video because, honestly, this message is bigger than gaming content. This is something that's actually changed my life. And whether you found me through my shorts or you're just discovering the channel now, I think this applies to all of us who are passionate about something, whether that's gaming, creating content, or whatever your dreams are. I get it. I know exactly what it's like to have these massive dreams in your head, but absolutely no idea how to make them real. You watch years go by, and it feels like you're barely moving forward. And look, I'm not here to waste your time. I've watched plenty of these motivational videos myself. They pump me up for like a day, maybe two, and then that fire just dies out again. So is there actually a way out of this? Or are we just destined to feel crushed by our own ambitions forever? Honestly, I almost didn't make this. I kept thinking, this isn't what my channel is about. Someone's already said this. Why bother? But then I realized, no, this is something I need to say. This idea genuinely changed things for me, and if there's even a chance it could help you, why wouldn't I share it? Even if it's different from my usual content. So I've been trying to figure out what actually stops me from making progress, especially on the stuff that matters most. And I think I finally got it. It's not laziness. It's not lack of talent. It's this. I was waiting to feel motivated before I do anything. I was letting my feelings run the show. And that's the trap right there. Here's what I learned. If I just start doing something, the motivation usually shows up later. But if I sit around waiting to feel inspired first, I end up doing nothing at all. You can't control when inspiration strikes, but you can absolutely control when you decide to take action. Same thing with goals. When I think too big, too far ahead, I freeze up completely. But when I narrow it down to just one small thing I can do right now, that's when stuff actually gets done. That's the secret. Action first. Not waiting for the perfect moment, not waiting for some magical burst of motivation, just starting. Because momentum doesn't come from waiting, it comes from doing. Let me give you some real examples of what I mean. Say you need to go to the gym. Don't overthink it. Don't think about that brutal workout ahead. Your only job right now? Get your gym clothes and get ready. That's it. Next goal, drive to the gym. Once you're there, start simple. Hop on the treadmill, break it down into these tiny manageable steps instead of this massive overwhelming task. Or maybe you're a student and you've got an exam coming up. You want to study, but you just can't get started. Here's what you do. Don't think about studying at all. Your first goal is just to organize your table. Clean it up. And hey, reward yourself. Listen to a song after you're done. But here's the key. Never, and I mean never, open social media apps. I highly recommend paying for Spotify so you can listen without ads interrupting your flow. Next task? Splash some cool water on your face. Seriously. This triggers dopamine in your system, which gives you a massive boost in motivation. Then, light a candle or some incense sticks. Good smells actually produce positive and mood-enhancing chemicals in your brain. Science backs this up. See what I'm doing here? I'm not focusing on the big picture. I'm stacking small wins. And here's something I highly recommend. Get yourself a notebook. Not just any notebook. Buy an expensive one with a good pen. I know it sounds weird, but your brain actually creates a bias to use something you value. You'll want to pick up that pen and write something because it feels good. Research shows that writing down our problems actually solves about 80% of them. There's real power in getting things out of your head and onto paper. When you've got something big to tackle, break it down into small, measurable tasks. Never write something vague like, I will study today. That's too broad, too overwhelming. Instead, write, I will study 5 pages today. See the difference? One is actionable, specific, and achievable. Think about it. How many times have you waited around to feel ready, only to burn hours scrolling, procrastinating, telling yourself, now's not the time? That's the loop that keeps you trapped. It definitely kept me trapped. But the second you actually begin, even when you don't feel like it, something changes. Your brain wakes up. Your energy kicks in. One tiny step leads to another. So, forget overthinking. Forget waiting until you feel ready. Just take one small step. I can't tell you what that step should be for you, but I bet if you really thought about it, you could figure out one small thing you could do right now that would move you forward. Maybe even change everything. Because here's the truth. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be this brilliantly strategic master plan. It just needs to begin. And once you do, the inspiration comes, the energy follows. It always does. So, what's the one thing separating you from the life you know you want? Taking action. The only real difference between people who actually create things and people who just dream about it is that first step. And here's the hard part. Most people watching this won't take it. They just won't. But if there's one thing I want to leave you with, and I don't know you, probably never will, but I genuinely want the best for you, it's this. Today, take one small step. Actually do something. Don't just dream about it. Before I go, let me leave you with a story that really stuck with me. There was once a young monk who went to Buddha, frustrated and confused. He said, "Master, I've been reading so many books, studying so much, but I can't seem to remember anything. What's even the point of all this learning?" Buddha looked at him calmly and said, "Go to the river and bring me some water in that old bucket." He pointed to a dirty bucket sitting in the corner, one with small holes in the bottom. The young monk was confused, but did as he was told. He went to the river, filled the bucket, and started walking back. But by the time he reached Buddha, the bucket was completely empty. All the water had leaked out through the holes. He looked at Buddha, even more confused. But then, something clicked. He looked down at the bucket in his hands. It was empty, yes. But the bucket that was once filthy and covered in dirt was now clean. You see, even when you feel like nothing is sticking, even when it feels like you're not making progress, the act of doing, the act of showing up, of taking action, it's changing you. It's cleaning you. You're becoming better, sharper, stronger, even when you can't see it yet. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait to feel ready. Just start. Take that first step. Fill the bucket, even if it has holes. We'll be back to the GTA 6 content soon, but I needed to share this with you. Thanks for watching something a little different. Now go do something amazing.